Hello, welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about sorting and filtering data again, and most importantly, we're going to talk about data validation. Let's get started. Now, in the last video, we worked with this table and you saw how these drop down menus allow you to not only filter data but also sort data, from smallest to largest or largest to smallest. You can even sort by color in this, as you can see here, because we've applied conditional formatting here. You also get the option to sort by color. Okay, that's another option that we have here. Now, what if instead of working with a table, we were working with a regular range of cells? So I showed you how you can convert a table to a range. You just go click there and look, now it's no longer a table. But what if I still want to sort this data? Well, it's very simple. You just click on this and select all this data. Then you go to the data tab here. You see on the top, and in this you have this option of sorting. Now if I click here, look, it has this option on the right that says my data has headers, and yes, mine does. So I keep that selected, and then I select the column by which I want to sort. So I want to sort by, let's say, the salary column, or okay, let's go by the sick leaves one, and I want to sort by smallest to largest. I'll just click OK and see my data has been sorted from smallest to largest. But now if I want to sort it again, I have to again select the data, again click on sort. So it's better if we had those drop down options. For that, it's very straightforward. You just select your data and you click on this filter option here. You click on this and see you got those drop down options again. You can click on any of these. Not only do you get your sort options, you even get all your filter options. It's the same menu as before. I just showed you. You can sort by color in this as well. But you see one difference. If you go and sort by color, now it is showing you the sort by color of this light blue and dark blue option as well, which in the table it did not show you. That's because the table recognizes that this data is not conditionally formatted, whereas this green and red is. So like I said, if you want to sort and filter data, table is actually a smarter option to do it. Not only can you sort data for numbers, you can even sort by alphabets, right? So if say you want to sort all these names from A to Z, you just click on this and you say sort A to Z. See, now it's sorted it in alphabetical order. You can sort the states also in alphabetical order. You can sort the designation in alphabetical order. You can do it any way you like, right? Now that is sorting and filtering. We already covered that. Now here's another thing. Now say this person, Saransh, they have 0 sick leaves. Now what if the person entering the data, they wrote instead of 0, they wrote none. Okay, so no sick leaves. See what happens, your conditional formatting doesn't work anymore because your conditional formatting is supposed to recognize zeros only, but none doesn't fit. And Excel is also confused because we've told Excel to look for numbers, and now suddenly alphabets have showed up, words have showed up, so it doesn't know what to do. So it's giving you an error option here. Like it shouldn't be red because only numbers greater than 5 are supposed to be red, but somehow this word is also becoming red. So what do? Let's undo it. And now we'll just select all of this, and you see here in the data tab, we're still here. You have this data validation option. See, you can click on this and you get this. See, currently it is allowing you, I'll move this here. Currently it is allowing you to enter any value. We don't want that. We want only numbers here. So I'll click on this and I'll select whole number. And I want the whole number to be, let's assume this data is for 1 month. So you can either have 0 leaves in a month, or you can have maximum 31 leaves in a month. And we'll leave it ignore blank and click OK. Now, it may look like nothing has changed, but see what happens. When I try to turn this 0 into none, soon as I press enter, I get an error. The value you entered is not valid. The user has restricted values that can be entered into the cell. So you can retry. And now instead of none, if I put 0, it works. Similarly, say someone ends up writing NA. That's also not valid. We haven't allowed it. If we want to allow it, we have to make a special exception in that case. But currently it's not allowed, so that can't be entered. So that's how data validation works. You can use data validation for other things as well. Say, for example, in the remarks column, we only want text to be there. So we'll click here again. Currently it says any value. So we'll say put only text but we can specify the length of the text. So someone has to write minimum, so this counts in terms of number of letters or number of characters that are entered. Let's say you have to write at least 50 characters and maximum, okay, 50 may be a bit much. Let's say you have to write at least 10 characters and maximum you can write 50. Okay, you can change that. You have all these options. You can make less than, greater than, all of that you can do. Okay, let's say, okay, let's go with greater than 10. You have to put minimum 10 characters. We click OK. Right now it's fine, but what if I try to write none? Won't work. I have to write at least 10 characters. So I'll say Priya is a hardworking and diligent individual. That works. See, it's more than 10, it works, no problem. So that's how data validation works, and we already saw how sorting and filtering works. You can in fact use data validation anywhere. Even inside a table, you can use data validation. If you want to see that, you just select this and let's convert this back to table. Format it as a table. Let's go like this. You see, now if I try to write none here, see, the data validation is still working. Same here, if I try to write a less than 10 character input, it is restricted, it's not allowed.